What's the fastest way you've seen a CEO ruin a company? Whoever decided no porn on Tumblr? Want it or not, Tumblr was a center point for artists of all kinds, and lots would do kinky stuff. And when they went for it, they went hard, like a bot would go through and ban you if it found something a little too sexy. Traffic on Tumblr dropped by like 50 in a month. Called his own products crap to the media, and his products were jewelry won't even last as long as a prawn sandwich. https://n.wikipedia.org Wiki Gerald Ratner. Randall Stephenson. He bought DirecTV and Warner Brothers, including DC Comics, CNN, HBO, and so on for only $175 between 2015 and 2018. When everyone was moving to stream services, he thought it was a good idea to buy a cable company that was losing customers by millions and a struggling media company. And thousands of people lost their job because of it, including Randall, with a $64 million retirement package. See Eddie Lambert with Kmart and Sears. Just saw on the news a Texas logistics company CFO was sentenced to 51 months in prison for wire fraud for transferring company funds to his bank account and destroying the company, causing it to shut down and lay everyone off. The kicker is, he was convicted of the same felony in 1994, so second time had done it. Bob Chapek's takeover of Disney in 2019. He immediately hired finance buddies into creative positions, prioritized making money via their parks, and had a quantity over quality approach with their movies. He had a hand green lighting an insane amount of projects, which lead to overworked staff, bad quality production, and as a result, disliked projects and failing entertainment properties, mainly Marvel. Taking the profits from one business unit and continuously funneling more money and resources into the other unit who, years later, still weren't profitable. Also riffing out top performers from the profit unit. The board finally caught on, and that CEO was exited, but not before death, spiraling the entire company. RTO. HP and Carly Fiorina. Go Baron Asia. The company got funded €200 million in 5 years. Best funded company in SE Asia at the time. Got a new CEO who fired every single board member that didn't agree with him. Kept all the S or C-level and directors. In 2 years, the company went down the drain and closed. At its peak, it had over 200 employees. The best part of it, he made the company buy a money-lending business in the Philippines that he owned, so he pocketed whatever money the company had left and then shut it down. As a photographer who started at the peak of Flickr, fuck Marissa Mayer. She destroyed Flickr. My personal experience was a new manager that stopped all overtime. I was trying to keep customers happy and he was not for it. The overtime is an indication that we needed more people. He couldn't see it. I left and they folded. Getting murdered, stimulating a tide of revelations about how this company has treated its customers so badly. Now people are looking at open enrollment to switch. The customers will switch companies. Hopefully this company will crash and burn. Ruin is a strong word, but it wasn't good. Small company wanted to be bigger and have bigger customers. Owners hired a CEO with experience in that. CEO did classic corporate CEO shit, which didn't jive well because the company had been very employee first. Very transparent. A good place to work. Took about 18 months and they fired the guy and the owners stepped back in. Hertz.com went public and then bankrupt in a year. Boeing. The case of Sneaker Villa and the Manchurian COO. Any of you sneakerheads would know that Villa disappeared, but you may not know why. Our CEO was very cool, but a bit naive and had to let the investors have this Stern School of Business coup. The guy did nothing but make enemies. The Ferguson shootings had happened. Our company employees were very upset. We flew them all out to Philadelphia Convention Center. Our CEO gives a conciliatory speech. Everyone claps. People are feeling better. The COO says, "Thanks, Jason. I just want everyone to know in this room that more white people are killed by the police each year than black people. I thought he was going to be killed." They found pictures of him having an affair. It got real racial real quick and good partners wanted out. We were sold for 13 of what we should have been. I truly believe the COO was a Manchurian executive. The guy wiped out $200 million off the table. Fuck you, Dave. Douglas Donnelly owned USA Firearms, a company that sold arguably the finest reproduction Colt single-action army revolvers. People who do cowboy action shooting valued the extremely high-quality guns and they were in high demand. He had a thriving business, then he decided to design his own gun, so he invented the Zip 22. He sold off all the revolver machinery and went 100 into his Zip 22, then went bankrupt. Gun Jesus Forgotten Weapons did a really nice video about this, and how crappy the gun is. https://u2.bx9b ol rks4c equals 5 tzt yil zu 6 pid tjf https://u2.bx9b ol rks4c equals 5 tzt yil zu 6 pid tjf. You'll have to be vague. But a startup I worked for had some initial success and profit, and the CEO responded by deciding to go and disrupt more industries and invest all of our profits into that, while diverting resources from our thing that actually made money. We were spread thin and failed. I've seen CEOs ruin companies by chasing quick profits and ignoring employee needs and customer feedback. Cutting RD and making impulsive decisions only creates chaos and kills long-term success.